Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay,
Hey,
great.
you guys got the Sam view. There you go. Well,
welcome to our weekly show /
a Scales of Fate show.
Scales of Fate, the show. No, it's Scales of Fate gameplay. We're gonna play another game of Scales of Fate.
Zach needs redemption.
I wouldn't bet on me. Do we take bets at this?
No.
We don't?
No. I mean, we kind of do. We compete on things, and occasionally there's prizes.
Yep.
But I don't think we bet. That's a little different.
I mean, there's nothing we can do to stop you from betting on this game.
Yeah.
Okay? There's nothing we can do. And if I were giving odds, it wouldn't be good for me. Because if you've watched the other videos, it hasn't gone well for me yet. But maybe today is the day. Yes.
Aaron Taylor said, so far this feels like Zach's version of Brink, which, if I'm interpreting that correctly, I could not win a game of Brink to save my life, and they might be saying that you cannot win a game of Scales to save your life.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, you can't... Brink's pretty big. It has a lot of complicated rules. There's a lot going on, and like, I understand why it might be hard for you. But this one, I mean, it's pretty simple to understand. And I'm
almost
glad,
a child could do it.
Really, anyone could play this game.
Wow, the amount of salt that we have
it's Friday.
Thrown around.
And this isn't water.
In the first... Hey, Aaron said that's what I meant. That's amazing. Aaron, I actually used that as a reference point today. That's great. Aaron says, up on FanDuel now.
Oh, yeah.
So
sponsored by FanDuel. Everyone is.
You can't say that. We are not sponsored by FanDuel. In fact, I don't even know what FanDuel is.
You know what FanDuel is.
I do know what FanDuel is.
Everyone's sponsored by FanDuel. All right, so we're gonna answer some questions. We'll start with a little update. What have you been up to, Austin?
Oh,
and this time I won't censor you.
You keep leading me. No, you don't want me to talk about that though.
Well, you can't talk about that.
I am working on a surprise for the Kickstarter campaign. And last time Zach said I could say whatever I wanted, and then I started saying whatever I wanted, and he said, no, you can't say that. So I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet. I'm not working on anything.
He said too much already.
You guys put that in the email. I didn't say too much.
That's not my department. Emails.
It's Sam's department.
It's Sam's department. He's. Yeah. All right. So you just didn't work on anything this week?
No, I didn't work on anything. You paid me to do nothing this week.
How was it? Was it good? Was it relaxing?
Great. I slept.
Yeah. Wow. That's great.
20 hours a day.
We've got a campaign happening.
We do in 11 days.
A week and a half. Ish.
That's basically a week and a half.
Basically a week and a half. Plenty of time. We had a meeting today, like 30 minutes ago, about the Kickstarter itself.
We did.
We're doing something fun this time.
We are. But I don't know what you're referring to, so I'm going to let you finish that thought.
I don't know. It's all fun. We're all about fun here. We've got, we're doing a Kickstarter exclusive deluxe edition.
Right. That is different.
So, in the past we've done some like retail deluxe and super deluxe. This time we're doing a version of the deluxe game that you can only get on Kickstarter. And I'm very excited with a little upgrade. So we were kind of going through and kind of deciding what we were going to upgrade, and the answer is everything. So we checked all the boxes. We spared no expense.
I think we did. We spared some expense.
What
this isn't real gold.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just gold paint.
That was expensive.
Yeah, the real gold version, we quoted that out, 14 grand.
Per game.
Per game. So if you want that version, you call me, I'll make it for you. It'll be $15,000. All right, someone said make it metal. Who knows, you'll have to tune in later.
Maybe that's the surprise Austin's working on.
Jacob says, playmat that fits in the box, pretty please. No, I will respond to that one.
Wow, that was a very aggressive no.
I don't want to make a double-layered playmat for this game. I think it would be a bad experience. Rolling a double-layered playmat doesn't really work super well. Eventually it separates over time. It's better with the board. No playmat for this game.
No bad ideas here, though. I appreciate.
Yeah,
the
Jacob.
comment.
If it wasn't someone I knew, I wouldn't have been so aggressive.
Well, they don't know that you.
I know Jacob. Okay.
Everyone else doesn't know that he's just like, wow, Austin's really mean to Jacob.
We're good.
I'm not going to leave any comments. I'm getting yelled at by Austin.
Trying Scales of Fate at Denver Community Game tomorrow night. Can't wait. Nice, James. Let us know how you think of it. I missed the Denver big community thing that Lily went to. Actually, Lily may have missed that because she was there and then got sick.
Oh, that's right. I was very
Which
sad.
really is sad. But I need to come out there and go to one of those. Silver, no comment yet. That'll be covered on the campaign. Games by Mondo.
What's up?
That's Mondo.
Yeah.
What's up, dude? How's it going?
Did you say hi or did you ask a question?
He said, hey, guys.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Lily said Denver is awesome. Also, her icon, did you know this? Do you see it?
No. What is it?
It's the burb. What's the burb's name from 10? Why can't I think of it?
Oh, no.
Why can't I think of it?
I don't remember names.
That's not good. I'm going to be ridiculed. Dingle! Thank you.
Dingle.
Dingle. Good old Dingle. I can tell them that. If you're asking about a surcharge for tariff, Silver, that is not going to be on the campaign. There will not be a surcharge for tariffs. Okay. Let's talk about the campaign.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's talk
I'm
about
trying to think what I'm allowed to talk about. I can't talk about that one thing. Can I talk about anything else?
Well, I was just talking about the Kickstarter Deluxe exclusive version.
You want to share something about it that gets cooler in Deluxe? The Deluxe that's exclusive to Kickstarter?
Yes. So one of the things is we're doing metallic ink on the... so anything that has got gold on these pieces will be metallic ink instead of...
Just gold paint.
Just normal, gold paint. It looks fantastic. It's hard to see because you kind of got to get the movement, but if you watch the videos, you can really see the difference. And I'm pretty excited about that update.
Yep.
One thing that you haven't seen, this is a bit of scoop.
The scoop.
We're going to do some gold foil on the cards. We have never done that before as a studio. I really like it in Skyrise.
Yep.
Great game. They have some metal foiling on their cards, so we're going to do that as part of the Kickstarter exclusive deluxe. The Kickstarter deluxe exclusive.
I think we should just call it the
Deluxe,
Kickstarter edition.
The Kickstarter.
That's going to be shorter.
Yeah. Name pending.
Name pending. The main reason that edition we're remaining that juxtaposition is the wood chunky bits were just so cool. I didn't want to only be able to sell those on Kickstarter. And so what we've spent a ton of time doing is, okay, how do we make the Kickstarter feel special? And so we've spent a ton of time putting really nice finishes, really nice extras into the Kickstarter campaign to make sure that our normal backers are like, oh yeah, this is definitely where I'm getting this game because of the cool things. Someone said, want to say anything about the stuff that's fulfilling now? That's Joff. So yes, actually, European backers are actually starting to get their stuff. I saw one on the Discord today got their stuff. I think that the warehouse is supposed to finish shipping next week, which is very fast. Much faster than previous warehouses. So hopeful that that continues to stay on schedule and be awesome. Next week in America is when we're starting to ship from the US. So we're hopeful that y'all are getting your games very, very quickly so that you get them even before we launch. That would be ideal. I definitely think some people will still be getting their games after launch. We've already talked about this in an update, but sadly the game sat in a dock in China for 3 weeks to a month. And that was this time that we've been sitting in right now. We would already be done delivering. So, but couldn't delay launching Scales. And so we're jumping in and hopeful that the backers are like, yeah, it's on the way. I have shipping notification. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for y'all to get Tribunal.
You'll have a flyer in there if you're in the United States and I think Canada that is talking about Scales of Fate. So you'll be like, oh, cool.
Did I finish that in time?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, great.
Good job.
Wow.
Someone said, who's your favorite demigod? Do you have a favorite demigod, Zach?
Agamar, because my favorite color is purple. Go Vikings.
Mine is Bellin. Same reason, except for not go Vikings. The Eagles are green.
Seahawks, probably.
Seahawks are teal, but I don't really like the Seahawks, so.
Mine the Seahawks.
But, okay. Aaron just said Kickstarter exclusive deluxe edition.
Kickstarter exclusive deluxe edition.
You have multiple games in Moonraker's universe and now multiple games in the Veiled Fate universe. Will Mythic Mischief ever have a crossover game? More volumes don't count. Oh, I think so.
What?
We're gonna have a Mythic Mischief universe game that is not Mythic Mischief.
Oh.
I was working on one for a little while, but didn't
That's
really ever
true.
pan out.
Yeah, it was. So we were doing it was like a matching game.
It was definitely lighter.
Not a matching game.
How did it's a Memory Snap meets Mythic Mischief.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It's just we couldn't quite crack it.
No, not yet, and we had to shift to other things really quickly.
Yeah.
So.
But there's some other.
There's definitely some other.
I think it's a good possibility.
Yep.
Also, did you all see the tattoo sleeve that a guy got of Mythic Mischief?
Oh my gosh!
It's unbelievable. It's
Roll
so
the tape.
Cool. Roll the tape. We don't have the
We
tape.
don't have
It's
that,
not
no.
queued up.
We can't show that.
We're incapable of rolling tape.
But
But
when you sent that in Slack, I was blown away.
So I'm at a child's birthday party. I wasn't invited. My son was invited. And
you were performing magic.
Yes. You can hire me to
Go ahead, show them.
So they show them the magic. It's gone. Okay.
It's gone.
Yep. And then the kids, they go crazy.
They go crazy.
No, I got a notification check out my new tattoo that I just got. And I opened it and I looked at it and it looked like, I was like, oh, there's the inside of his sleeve, it's full sleeve. And I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then I watched it again and then I realized his entire arm,
His
the
whole
whole arm is all Mythic Mischief.
And we have no idea who this person
It's
is.
a whole appendage.
It's not like someone we know.
No? It's amazing.
It's really cool. Someone said Skull. It was Dan.
Skull. What are they going to do with Sam Darnold? Do you want him back?
No,
I don't. But,
definitely not.
I mean, there's a price. There's a price.
Jeff. It's not Joff. It's just Jeff.
I,
That was my fault. I said Jeff.
the shame.
I think Silver's is Namari. Okay. Grove says, I asked this every live stream, but any interest in designing a 4X? Probably the same answers. I've already designed partially one, but it didn't ever get finished. And then there's another one that Zach keeps vetoing that involves water.
I keep vetoing it, sure. Although I did learn the other day that Spot UV is waterproof.
Yeah.
So.
And so are
thanks,
synthetic the synth cards.
Yeah.
So we could make it. But basically, you have like an inverted, like those koi ponds you can buy at Lowe's. It's like one of those, but tiny. And like every round you pour in a certain amount of water, and it just gets higher and higher. I don't think there's any problem with playing a game with water, tons of water.
No problems.
Around board games.
No problems.
Yeah.
I think a 4X would be fun, but we have to find a reason for it to exist.
Literal water. Hi, Salad Cat. What's up?
We'd have to find like a reason to make a 4X because there's already so many great 4Xs out there. So it'd have to be like at least a 5X. We need to find a 5X.
6.
Or go up to 14X.
Mythic Mischief X.
What if you did a train game?
18XX 4X.
Yeah, 18X 4X.
Do you know why it's 18XX?
Because it's in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I figured it out, and I felt very silly for not knowing.
I mean, I'm glad you figured it out.
I thought it was like, like a 4x4 or like an 18-wheeler? I thought trains had 18 wheels, and that's why it was 18XX.
That's pretty good.
But then it would be 9x9, not 18XX.
And for a long time, I thought there were 18Xs. I was just like, what?
Wow.
There's too many.
Expand, exterminate, exploit,
They just keep going.
extrapolate.
Yep.
Anyway. The Grove says the 5th X is the X factor Ivy Studio brings to their game design. Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Put it on the box.
I like that.
Veiled Fate is my partner's favorite, so I can't wait to surprise her with this. Salad Cat, if Veiled Fate is your partner's favorite and you like playing 2-player games, they're going to love this.
We got great news.
This is such good news for you. Honestly, I was playing this earlier with someone and they were like, it's so short, but I feel like I played a game still. And I was like, yes, we were surprised too. Peter, you're gonna love this question, Zach. What other games that are coming out this year, like just general ideas?
General ideas. What other games do we have coming out?
Yeah.
This year?
I skipped over a couple words. It was my fault. I can't read.
Well, we have 4 games that you can playtest in our Discord right now. So
in addition to this, which is about to start
this.
downloading, so it's
yes,
soon to be 5 active games.
Yes. So we've got our big summer launch is called Realm of Reckoning. We're doing playtests. Art is actively being produced.
Art is an active actively.
I beat Austin at it yesterday by 1
It was
point.
2 days ago, and it was
It
disturbing.
It felt like it was just an hour ago. I'm still feeling the high.
I was ahead by so many points.
I know.
75 to 74, I think it
I
was.
know. And he was talking so much crap going into the third
That's because
age.
you said you didn't have fun the last time we played before that because you were so far ahead the
I
whole
know.
game.
It was too
so
easy.
Me curb stomping you in that game would have been amazing, and I thought it was
And you
happening.
thought it was happening. And then you got
I think I gave you the last 8
2
points too.
confidence. But you
I
gave,
also
gave
got the 8
yourself
points.
8 points. Anyways, Realm of Reckoning, it's going to be amazing. And then we're also working on 3 smaller games
Little tiny games.
for launch at Gen Con. It's going to be very, very fun. All the same box size. We talked about this a little bit in some of our last videos, but just got some box art in today from Lasso. Did you not see this? I posted it in Gen Con, or Gen Con Games channel on Slack.
Pardon me?
And so I don't know. It's looking very cool. It's all coming together. And then we've got it's a co-op game. It's a co-op game for 1 to 4 players.
Oh my gosh.
Me, Max, and Austin just beat it today on hard mode, which is great. It's been a tricky one to balance. Co-op's kind of new for us. We've never really done a
Needs
co-op
to go
game.
a little harder.
Yeah. But I don't know. We played it so many times now that it's like we're pretty good at it. I don't know. Balancing it's been tough, but it's basically it's a timeline. You play cards on the timeline. You do their ability. You're shifting things around. Panic cards happen. They ruin the timeline. You gotta mess it. You gotta fix it after it gets messed up. Goals. Play it 40 minutes or so, half hour or so.
Dan said, got to play ROR, loved it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, very excited that
Glad
you
got
liked
to
it.
play.
You want to talk about the other Gen Con games, or do you want me to interrupt you with questions?
Well, and then we got Graft, which is a drafting game in the Tend universe, and then a third one, which we'll talk about more soon.
Jeff said, when you say launch at Gen Con, does that mean I have to drive there, or will there be things for sale on the website at the same time? So, Jeff, we have, and correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know if we've decided this yet. So
I'm going to say it is not the only place you can get it. It's Gen Con.
No.
After Gen Con, you will be able to get the games. I don't know exactly when. I think at least 2 of them will be available immediately. I don't know why the mouth in the sky told me that, but I have said it.
you will be able to get them, but you should come to Gen Con.
You should come to Gen Con. It's a great time. We have a big room this year, so that's going to be really fun. Have you guys played yet? That must not be directed at me.
We have not played Skills of Fate yet. We are going to soon.
No, we have not. What is the likelihood of a Tend expansion to give it a bit more variety and crunch? We liked it enough that we ordered 2 Super Deluxe copies. We plan on hosting 16-player games. Woo! That's amazing.
So
you're going to have so many markers.
Yes. More crunch. That's probably the first time I've heard someone ask that.
But the answer is, I mean,
about 10.
hopefully.
But, yeah. So in general, we don't have a date planned for Tend expansions, but we love Tend. Well, every game that we come out with, we are like, it's hard to finish a game and be like not have a ton of ideas for like expansions.
Yep.
Not in a like we left things on the table, more of just like, oh, this is like what we want this experience to be like, but we never make a new world without being like we want to spend some time here. We want to revisit it. So we would love to. We don't have a set date for any Tend expansions yet, but we've talked about tons of ideas like doing like a fishing version and like a campaign game. There's lots of expansion possibilities. So that's kind of a non-answer, but we'll be back to Tend. Don't you worry.
Okay. Salad Cat says, I like your trim how to play video. Oh, trim in the how to play video. I assume that means clothes, not that you did a good job.
My trim or my beard trim?
I don't know. Salad Cat, you're going to have to answer.
My hair trim. Although someone...
The real question is, when are we going to get Cyberpunk Pizza Shop? My wallet is READY. That's ready.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Sometimes my wife will like spell ice cream so my kids don't hear it, and I'm just like, I-C-E, and I like.
You're not a fast speller?
And then Izzy will just be like, "Did you say ice cream?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh yay, ice cream!
Yeah, ice
yay!
cream.
So.
Oh no, I forgot to tell my kids I was doing a live stream today.
Oh no. Text your wife.
I will, yeah. They love the live streams.
Yeah. I should text my wife. Anyway, they're probably in quiet playtime, so they don't have a TV anyway. Anyway, no, me and my wife spell to each other all the time. We've gotten quite fast. It's like Morse code at this point.
Nice.
Ding 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 ding.
Bragging
I'm
about
pretty
your
stoked
stomach
for Scales of Fate. Would my wife, who isn't a huge board gamer, is this pretty easy to pick up and wouldn't cause her too much confusion? Will, I think you could teach this game very, very quickly. Now, it has a layer of strategy. It might take them a few games to get up to speed, but as far as like the complexity, like my wife is not a massive board gamer. She's gotten quite good at it because I'm in the hobby, but definitely when we got married, she was not a massive board gamer. And when this prototype came in, I said, "Can you play this with me right away?" And sat down and learned it in under 10 minutes. So it's definitely not a huge lift.
No.
Much easier than any of other games except for Moonrollers. Maybe Moonrakers also is right there because you can like teach as you play.
Nah, this is the easier. I think this is our easiest teach.
Even above Moonrollers. That's tough. That's tough. I think they're pretty.
It's been a while since I've taught Moonrollers, but I think yes.
All right, cool.
Just on vibes.
Oh, they said your hair. I was wrong.
Oh, my hair. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Someone left a mean comment about my hair on a YouTube video recently about how I was balding, and I was like, wow.
Wow. You
First
just
of all,
wait.
rude. Second of all, these Hims commercials are getting very personal. Am I the only one? Keep getting these Hims ads about hair loss. And you know what? I did it. So,
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah. So
We'll see how it goes.
we should talk about
Check
this.
back in 6 months. See if I have more hair.
I went to my dermatologist and
Mm-hmm.
I got the Hims stuff for cheaper than Hims.
You could
I should have told you. I didn't know. I have curly hair, so it hides it, but I am also balding because we're getting old. You know, that happens in life.
What are you talking about? Your hair looks great.
No, I'm not going to show you on camera. After camera, I'll show you though.
Okay.
Cool. Scales Fate wooden board. No comment as of yet. Don't know yet. Who knows? Do you know? I don't know.
A wooden board?
Don't know. Not reading that, Silver. Did you read it?
No, I can't. I can't see from here.
The reason that you're working with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Weird question. Is there any possibility to get the clear cubes from Moonrollers by themselves? Everyone I play with loves the cubes and wants to eat them. I don't think you should let them, Peter. I don't think I want to sell you those cubes.
We can't control what you do with our board games after you buy them.
Peter, that's so funny. We actually probably, I don't think we do, but you could probably email Lily and work something out because we probably have spare copies of that. Not
why
Lily
are you giving
directly.
Lily more work?
Lily's probably watching this and like, Austin, shut up.
No.
Shut up, Austin.
This is not a service that Lily provides.
I just say we might have those somewhere. If you come to a con and let me know ahead of time, I will bring you a pack of extra cubes. Which rainforest would you harvest wood for the deluxe edition boards from? Soundcat! We don't harvest from rainforests. Lily's gonna quit if you keep asking those questions. Victor Kale, I thought top-down camera was for hair footage. Actually, we recently...
The United States government makes us report where our wood comes from.
Oh, okay. So, probably not from... Sam just told us that the United States government makes us report where our wood that we use in every product comes from. Even our paper, Sam? Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, even our paper, we have to report on the woods. So, apparently we could tell you, Salad Cat. I don't personally know. That would be a Kurt question. Stop using components that look delicious if you want us to stop eating them. We did have that whole Moonraker's mouthfeel segment, too. The Iosphere tokens especially had good mouthfeel.
I didn't say I wanted you to stop eating them.
You need to be censored by our
Just
lawyers
our
today.
lawyers would prefer.
You said we were sponsored by someone we weren't sponsored by. You're telling people to eat components. If you had to guess how many times you played Scales of Fate, just curious in the order of magnitude, how many times you play test games? Oh man, so James, that is a great question. How many times did we play Tend? Bro, so many. Like multiple times a week for almost a year.
Oh, yeah.
Scales didn't need that many play tests. This came together very quickly. I think I'm probably in the like 40-ish range.
Oof.
Maybe
yeah,
50. You're under that for sure because
I
you
am
didn't
under
do-
that, but also I played this game a lot. It also helps because it's short. Like this one's
You can
easy to
snap
like
through it.
to run it back,
Yeah.
back and forth. But
I would
yeah.
say normally we're above 100, but not every game needs 100.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, some of the games that take a longer time do it. But we were on a schedule of probably playtesting 10 twice a week.
Yeah.
And then there's also there's 4 game designers on that game. So like Toby, who is the original designer on it, he was doing like local playtests all the time. He was running playtests without us. And then we've got a great cadence of wonderful people. Aaron, who's in the chat, is running Realm of Reckoning playtests right now without us. Tonight, there's one tonight, I believe, and throughout the weekend. So like we've also got these like public playtests that are happening. We have nice little feedback forums and all
There's
that
a
stuff,
lot of playtests beyond those 40 or 50 that have been done for sure. Really good question that I can't answer. How much did Scales of Fate change from the original idea? I can answer that in 2 weeks or 11 days.
It changed a lot.
It changed a lot. I can answer it in 11 days. More than that.
Yeah, we'll revisit that on
Launch day.
On launch day. We can
Launch day stream.
Talk a little bit. I'll bring some stuff about some of our designs and stuff from the original from the process. One of the things that we do is we do our prototype designs on Figma, which is a great collaboration design tool. And what we have a habit now of doing is we just have gameplay V1. And then after a play test, we'll just version up.
Right.
And, so on Time to Panic, which is the timeline game I'm on, I just hit V14 today. And so you can go back and see, which is nice because we can see oh, that was really hard before. What was it before? We can go back a few versions and see what it was for balancing. But it's also just really nice for reminiscing, and we can kind of see Realm of Reckoning would probably be the first tentpole game that we did this on, where it's we have every single version of Realm of Reckoning that we've ever tested, starting back from the very beginning one, which was right after Gen Con last year.
That first version was so good.
We'll just make it into a different game.
It was so good. I was like, this is 90% done. Let's ship this and finish designing it. And then we went backwards for months, I felt like. And just
Well, okay.
I know.
Okay,
Well, hold on.
okay,
Before you answer
okay.
this is going to respond to a question, which is, what is the rough process for creating a board game? You have an idea, you love the idea is terrible when you play it, and then you chase that idea or whatever was fun from that first playtest,
Sure.
little nugget. Go ahead.
Well, so what the conflict between me and Austin was about Realm of Reckoning, okay, is that yes, the initial idea of Realm of Reckoning, and there's Max is a part of this as well. He lives in Michigan, which is why he's not right here. But he is a part of every step of this process as well. Is we got this initial idea of Realm of Reckoning, and it was 90% there. I think that's a little much, but
85.
But that final 10% is you have to fix it, and in order to do that, at least in that game, you had to change the underlying bones of the game. And when you start changing the underlying bones, then you get knocked back to 40% because the bones are just fundamentally broken. And so there was issues with it that was at its core. And then you start chipping away at the core, and then you have to rebuild the core. And then by the time you rebuild the core, it becomes kind of a totally different game.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
The same thing happened with Brink. We had an almost done game for Brink. That was so fun.
Yeah.
And then we realized this isn't quite what we're trying to launch right now. It was going to be compared to another game that was in the market, and it just needed to change. And Brink, I think, is way better. I also never have apologized to you, Zach, so it's time to finally publicly say I do think Realm is better than what the original prototype would have become.
Thank you.
I just argued against that for a few months.
I get it, because I think there's this in music they talk about what a demo love, right? It's the first time you hear your song, you love it, and then you have this emotional reaction, just there's something here that's just like magical and special.
Right.
And then you go to make it into like the mastered final version of your song, like, oh, it lost the magic, and you got to find the magic again. And it's really, I don't know, it's super painful, like to like step away from that, because you're like, oh, that first time we played it, like I had something, this magic, and then you lose the magic, and you got to find it again. It's really hard to find it again and make it into a thing that's actually going to be good.
Yep.
But to your point, though, and this might happen with Realm of Reckoning, there were a lot of scraps of Brink that were in the initial version of Brink that we had to cut because it just wasn't working with like what Brink wanted to be.
Right.
That we now brought back into Realm of Reckoning. Totally different game. But yeah.
The Acolytes are kind of that way. They came from, I mean, they're in a lot of other games as well. They were in the original version of Brink.
Yeah.
They are now in Realms.
So it all makes its way back.
Full circle. All right. Any new Moonrakers expansions / micro expansions coming out? Got the Marauders and Dark Matter and love it. So if they're supposed to be Scale of Fate only Q&A. No, this is a Q&A about anything. You can ask us about anything. Will, so if you don't know, we also launched Marauders. Did you all? Oh, you said Marauders. Dang it. Well, I don't have any good news for you. No, we don't have a Moonrakers pack coming out with scales unless you've done something that I don't know about.
This is the surprise to you. No, I haven't.
No, we don't have a Moonrakers game coming out with this game. Undecided on whether there'll be a Moonrakers expansion this year. I don't have any.
We don't have any current plans.
No current plans. We kind of already answered the rough process. The first idea that comes to mind: how many phases do you go before it's ready for release? Generally, like, we're ideating on our own, and then we'll bring it to the other two. So that's me, Zach, and Max. And then we'll be like, okay, this is worth pursuing. And sometimes those games go for a few weeks, and then they just kind of peter off. I had one called Rocket Rondel, which I still love, that petered off. Max had one that we were calling Age of Empires. It was not like Age of Empires at all. That one kind of has fallen off.
I think we could come back to that one. It's a really
but not
big
Rocket
game.
Rondel, I see.
No. Terrible idea. No, I'm just kidding. Do we playtest Rocket Rondel?
Once. You hated it.
I didn't hate it.
You hated it.
I honestly just can't remember it at the moment.
That's worse. That's worse.
It is worse.
Wow. Okay, well, I quit.
Okay, there are so many games that I have brought a first test to that I also
What are you
don't
talking
remember.
about? The last 3 have all been amazing.
Okay, well, yeah, but the 5 before that were trash, and you don't even remember what they are. I bet you couldn't even name them.
Me and Zach had a phone call where he was talking about some old ideas, I was talking about some old ideas. We started just reminiscing about a timeline game that we had been working on, and I was just like, we're just talking, just ideating. I go on a trip, and the next day he texts me, it works. And I was like, what works? And he was like, the game. And I was like, I still don't know what you're talking about. He was like, the timeline game. I was so happy yet so mad that you were able to knock that out so fast. But anyway, Contra said, gotta break some of Austin Bones to make a good game. Noted. I don't know what that means, but please don't.
Gotta break some Austin Bones?
Austin Bones. To make a good game. That was probably in reference to something that you said.
Probably.
But
I like that though. I'll start saying that now.
Have you ever played King's Dilemma? If so, an Ivy studio inspired by that game would be very cool. I don't think I have played King's Dilemma. I've heard of it. I know of it.
Sounds like a cool game.
Yeah, I mean, a king has a dilemma. Sounds interesting. I am working on a game with a king in it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know about it.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We'll see.
We'll see, I guess.
Celestials micro expansion will be releasing after Tribunal ships, though. Yeah, Contra, yes. So Celestials, it's a tiny expansion. I wouldn't even really call it a micro expansion. It's almost like promo cards. The 3 Celestials in Veiled Fate Tribunal that are Moonrakers cards that we ordered extras of to sell on the website.
Right.
Moonrakers cards.
Yeah.
It's not a micro expansion. It's only 3 cards. I think we get to 15 cards before we start calling things a micro expansion.
10.
Maybe 10.
I think there's a 10 pack.
The Endless is 10.
Endless is 10.
So this would be more promo cards. But yes, there are 3 promo cards coming out for that. You were talking about breaking a game's bones. And my bones, apparently. Has Titan completely shut down any desire to do big boxes, or will there be a possibility for MM once it is done? We have no current plans to make any big boxes. Maybe.
Yeah, we don't have any current plans to make any big boxes, but I guess you could pull this up as a receipt later. But no, Mythic Mischief, I mean, the plan with that is to do boxes of the same size so you can, stack them together. It's tough because Titan is, if you sleeve cards, you're getting tight in your Titan box.
It is true.
So
That was very nice.
5 out of 10.
Could have landed a little better.
Yeah.
Adrian says, just want to say, always excited when you drop a new game. Appreciate all the hard work you do. Thanks. Actually, he just said the work you do, not the hard work. I added that. For a fact. I don't know why my brain did that. Anyway, thanks, Adrian.
He doesn't want to assume we're working hard.
No. Tyler says, King's Dilemma is great and I can bring it to the studio for you. Do it. We got a studio night coming up in conjunction with Tennessee Game Days. So come to Tennessee Game Days, hang out at the studio.
It's coming up.
It's coming up. Hey, Board Game Buzz says, hi friends. Hello. How are you, Carly? Will be holofoil like the ones from the campaign were?
What are we talking about?
The Celestial Crew. I don't think we made multiple versions of those, so my gut is telling me yes. But I'm going to say I don't remember, and you can't hold me to that, but I think yes. Wonder Wombat. Oh, I think y'all would have a blast with King's Dilemma. Awesome, let's play it. I wonder if we have it. We might have it here. We have a lot of games here that we haven't played. We need to play them. Come play them. Hello, new friend. That was Salad Cat. Not talking to us. He's talking to someone in chat. Hollow was crowdfunding, I think, Mark is saying. Uh-oh, I think I might be wrong. Yeah, go check the campaign. Whatever the campaign page says, that's what we did. Okay. The Delta Strat. Has there been any work started on a potential Volume 3 for Mythic Mischief?
Yes. I can't remember if it's a public channel or not.
It's not.
It's not. Yes. Yes, very much so. So Adam, the developer of the Mythic Mischief online mobile app, has been working on some new things. We've been playtesting them. So yes, we have. That's a scoop. We don't have a date planned or anything like that. Though we're just working on it in the background. So, but they're quite fun.
Yep. Salad Cat says, if I post, which probably means mail, you my Salad Cat card, will you guys sign it? Also Dane, but I don't know if he's there. Dane does come here quite often, and he will be here twice in the next 3 weeks. So if you mail it to us, we will sign it. But also, maybe let's just meet up at a con and we can do that, because that would be much easier. It doesn't involve us having to mail things around. I would much rather do it at a con. You should come visit us at a con. Cons are very fun. We like hanging out with people. Do you guys ever need a UX UI designer? Zach is a quite good UX UI designer, so usually
Thank
not. But I will never say never, but we're not actively looking for a UX UI designer. Oh, Salad Cat, I'm going to be at UKGE. You coming to UKGE? So is Zach.
I'm coming to UKG?
I mean, we haven't booked tickets yet. We should probably do that.
We should probably do that.
It's
I think I'm coming. When is that again?
It's in June.
It's in June.
It's over my birthday. So you're not going to hang out with me on my birthday? That's kind of rude.
Well, you're going to London.
Aaron
No,
coming.
not London.
It's Manchester, Birmingham.
Birmingham.
It's
not Birmingham. That's different.
I think Aaron and Adrian are coming, so that'll be fun.
Well, that will be.
Who has the best dad jokes in the office? Well, too bad Kirk's not in the office because he lives in Michigan. Nope, not Michigan. He lives in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yes.
I just outed him. That was a dox.
Wow.
Whoops.
They're going to be able to find him now.
They know him. They know where he is. Otherwise, he'd have the best dad jokes in the office. But
He has the most kids.
that's true.
So I feel like that gives him seniority.
That's true, but he's not in the office.
The Office is like...
It's what we make of it.
Yeah, it's in
us.
the air.
We are the office.
Yes.
It's in the air.
The Office is everywhere.
Okay. All right. Well,
Should we get a
we've
game
had
going?
a lot of
We'll keep answering questions.
We'll still answer questions. If I missed a question, please ask it again.
What's the question? Is there a question?
Change pace.
All right, you can look at that. I'll give folks a quick overview. Is this ready to go? Is this all set up?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So
No.
it's Not set up?
No, it's not.
Okay, well you can set it up. So Scales of Fate, deduction game with
I don't know,
for
man.
2 players. I don't know either. It's Friday. I need a nap. All right, we're gonna get 2 cards, 2 hidden cards. There are 9 demigods in this game.
Yeah, just to warn you, it's all red.
We have. I'm gonna check on that. Okay, nine demigods, like so. I'm gonna get 2 of them. And he's going to get 2 of them. We could get the same 2, is possible, but it is highly unlikely. It's somewhere around a 3% chance that we will both have the same demigods. If at the end of the game, we're gonna play 3 ages. At the end of the game, let's say I'm purple and yellow, God's colors, and 10 and 2, right? I would take, if purple is at 10, yellow is at 2. I would score 8 points because that is 10 minus 2.
Good job.
But if purple and yellow, that's not the right things, these. Purple and yellow were on 12, I would score 12 points. So you can try and like group them up together at a high number and get a lot of points, but you know, not a lot of room for, not a lot of margin for error there. So yeah, we're gonna play 3 ages. There are 3 things you can do on your turn. 1, you can take one of the 9 demigods and put them onto one of these quest slots. When you do that, you will take its action. There are a few action types. We'll talk about them as we do them. One smites things to the abyss. A lot of them will let you grab one of these celestial tokens, which we'll talk about in a second. And the other one will kind of decide what happens in the abyss. The other thing you can do on your turn is, if you've taken one of these, so if I placed on the feather one, I'll take this. That would be in front of me now. I can then use this celestial to activate quests. So there are 3 types. There is the feathered one, scorpion one, and Hadria's servants. Hadria's servants will just activate the quests that they touch. The scorpion one will activate the entire row, but only the dark ones. So the scorpion one will activate, there's little scorpion stinger icons on here. It'll only activate these, and the feathers will do the same, right? It would just activate the quests here. How does this work? Well, if you played Veiled Fate, you will recognize these Omega and these sickle icons. Omegas will move characters up the track. So for example, if I went here, there's a 2 Omega. Green is touching that quest, right? Because it's on this. So green would get 2 points. And a sickle would send things down the track. And then the third thing you can do on your turn is God powers. These are one-time use. One of us takes it. When we take it, there's supposed to be a -1 on here. That's what will happen in your game. These will be worth -1 points at the end of the game. Then, at the very end of the game, you know, we don't have a little pads of paper.
Oh, we might need that.
We might need that. We're gonna mark our guesses
Billy!
of what we think the other player is, and if you get it right, you get, it's 3 additional points. Yes, we've messed with this a few times, and this always happens to me. We make changes. We play a game for so long, and then right at the end,
it's been that way.
I know it's been that way.
I
I know it's been that way for a long time, but this is what happens. We make changes to make the games better, and then right at the end, we make like a little tweak, and then forever, I'm just completely like, what's the rules to this game? And then people are like, did you make this game?
Oh,
And
that
I'm
happens
like,
all the time, regardless if we change things to the end or not. For me, you're talking about what you get in score if you guess. If you
3.
guess both correct,
You get 3 points. If
Guess
you guess
one correct.
0.
Guess none correct.
-1.
1. Perfect. All right. Grasher has asked this several times, and I keep forgetting the answer.
Great.
What do we call demigods that don't matter, that aren't on our cards? Do we have a term for them?
That aren't on our cards. Oh,
I think, thank you, Lily. Wow, so kind.
it's Lily, everyone.
Like,
Oh.
cannot see you at all.
She's
somehow.
right here, I promise.
Right.
Oh, there she is.
Thank you. I'll take a 10 marker. Yeah.
Pencil for me, thank you.
I think I call them neutral, or no, I call them NPCs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Yeah,
say,
NPCs.
NPCs. But like, that's not an official term.
No, that's not in the rule book at all. All right, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Give me a reason. Do we need a name for them other than your own?
Well, they
curiosity?
call them. Well, someone said dummy gods, which is funny.
That is funny.
And then Grash calls them. I definitely saw it on here. I must have missed it.
All right, I should probably actually get my demigod cards here. Do you all want to see our demigod cards, or would you rather we keep them secret?
Oh yeah, that's important to know.
We
Schmucks. They call them schmucks.
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 Ooh, ooh.
You don't have cards you like.
All right.
It's me first.
You're going first.
So you're a coward and you didn't want to go first. I should probably look at my cards one more time.
Rude.
4 to 6 renown. Debbie's at 4 to 6
Oh yeah,
renown.
yeah. So tell them what's going to happen at the end of the age.
At the end of the age, demigods that are between 4 and 6, including 4 and 6, we will have to tell each other if one of our 2 demigods is on that. So, for instance, if I was pink and it looked like this, I would have to say yes. If I was pink and teal, I would still say yes. If I was neither or none of those colors, I would say no. And Zach gets information about who I am and who I'm not based on what I have to answer there. So at every card at the end of the age, there's basically a situation that we have to reveal. So this is Demi's at 4 to 6 renown. Next round we'll have a different situation in which we have to say yes or no. So I go first.
I'll bring up the chat while you're thinking about your turn.
All right.
Classic Austin turns, am I right?
Always like moving my character first.
Yeah?
Yeah. And there's just like a really good spot on the board, you know? I'm not gonna put it in there because that'd be too obvious.
That's someone else's video. That's not our video.
Yeah, you should pull up our video.
I should.
Do you have favorite colors to play in Scales of Fate? Yes, but you don't really get to choose.
I mean, I guess you could choose.
I guess you could be revealing something about your strategy.
Yeah.
Just like when you and Lily played and you said, oh, I don't like these colors together. And then she built a whole strategy around that.
Why can I not find the live stream link?
I don't know. If you go to Discord, it's definitely on there.
That's true. Scales of Fate. There, wait. Okay, you go? You took purple? All right. Purple.
Jacob, it'll be easier to tell the separations on the track. This is a prototype problem that there was supposed to be a more defined line between these, and it did not show up well. So
yeah,
that will be fixed in the final game.
Yeah, I'll tell a story about that in a second.
Yeah, you should take a turn.
I should take a turn. You took the scorpion
I did.
thingy.
Serviant.
And I will take the
Put it right there.
the feather servant.
Oh, with orange in a wonderful spot. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
Look at that. The
Wow.
orange can only go up. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder what that means.
What does it mean?
I am bluffing orange. Just writing notes
down.
about my own strategy.
Write that down.
So a little bit of inside lore. So we were working on this board, and we have certain deadlines that we have to hit, obviously, to get these shipped out to influencers, YouTubers, etc. And we got some wonderful art for the board back from Harry, but it came in kind of right at the deadline, and it was just a lot. Like, it was just a lot when everything got put on. Like, it looked amazing when nothing was on the board, but when everything got put on the board, it was a lot to take in. And so we kind of opted for this very kind of minimal approach, which I think looks nice. And then over the next following month, we kind of worked on a kind of happy medium between this board and where we started. If you go on the our Instagram, you can see posts of it, and obviously it'll be all over the Kickstarter page, and you can kind of see what the final board looks like. Yeah, I think we struck that balance well, but I'd be curious to hear your feedback. Okay, you went here. Blue. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. You took the other celestial. I will. Ooh. What to do? I'm gonna make you do something. No. I'm gonna put this here, And we're gonna go green.
Wiccan Fable says, can't stay, but dropping in to say
Smite.
hi and the game looks great. Love the
Yellow.
layered board details and the minimal compact board. Thanks so much for dropping in and appreciate you.
I
Smite
went
and yellow.
green, so I
Yep,
put green
yep,
on the smite,
yep,
and then
yep.
with this smite icon, you can smite anyone off the board
Yep.
to the abyss. At the end of the age, this icon, whoever takes this, is going to be able to decide which direction this goes. And on this, changes per age card. So if Austin puts a character here and decides to go this way, yellow will lose 2 points at the end of the age, or will gain a point at the end of the age. So which is it going to be? And this is interesting because if he makes yellow lose 2 points, then
It'll be in the target
it will
zone.
be in that target zone at the end of the age. And we'll have to tell whether or not we are yellow, which I would love to know. So if Austin doesn't do that, I will know he's yellow. I was like, I thought you were grabbing my cards. I was like, that's not how that works. What did you just do, Austin?
I did something a little mean, and I used the steal, which gives me a negative point to take Zach's scoring token in the very first round. So now I get to put whoever I want down here. And the only way you can do that is if it's yellow. Or doing some of these things.
Or doing some of those things.
Yep.
That's, I think, a bad move. But
I think it's a great move.
I think it's a bad move. Who am I again? I remember. Okay. We are going to put red here, and then we're going to make yellow lose 2 points at the end of the age.
Nice. I have a lot to do now.
You do. You got like 3 turns that you can just take all in a row. Put them how you will. Let me see if I can actually find the. I think you DM'd it to me, the link. Yeah, you did. All right, here's the live stream link. I will get chat up on my phone while Austin's thinking about his mega 3-turn stretch. So
Now, I'm going to ask you in between every time if you want to do a God Power. So do you want to do a God Power?
nah, there's nothing you can do that I really care about. I gotta get off Wi-Fi.
I don't know if I believe you.
I'll save the God powers for later. Wow. Okay, putting red up. Why don't you walk people through an example scoring that you're doing here?
Yeah, I probably should have done that from the beginning. Thanks for saying something. So the very first round, I used the Hadria Servant, which is the red one, to place on this quest right here. And that is just a single Omega, so anyone touching this quest is going to score 1 point. So purple and orange both got a point, which is why they're up here. And then red, this servant activates anything in this row that is the same color, or in this case, the scorpions. And so that would just be these 2 tiles here. And so that would give 2 points to red and take 1 from green. And so that also happened on the board. And so now I get 1 more scoring opportunity, and I am going to move blue up 1. And so they're going to go up to here. And we are done this round, except for yellow's going to move down to, because of the way you sent that. So now we've got yellow and green in the danger zone.
In the danger zone.
So I'm the first player, so I have to tell you first.
Okay.
I am neither yellow nor green.
Neither am I.
All right, so we have a lot of information to
2
start things off.
NPCs straight up.
They're gone.
They're gone. They're out. Right. We're the same colors, aren't we? We're the exact same colors.
Aaron said
Aaron's
Zach
being mean
thinks
in the
it's a
chat.
bad move, and he's
Bully.
historically great at the game.
Bully.
I love that, Aaron. Thank you. I'm sure my mean
Flag
comments coming
that.
soon.
Flag
Flag
it.
that as abuse.
Flag it. Wow.
Oh, that was great. I think you mentioned about the Demi score tracker placement being potentially confusing. If there were dashes or a little something halfway between each number, it might help with the zoning for them for scoring. Yeah, so each zone will be much more defined. It is actually defined. You just can't really, you can't see it because of this light blasting off here, but it will be much clearer in the final version. So don't worry, we've already got a plan for it. It's just a prototype problem.
But good note, good note. Okay.
Good note.
H2.
H2. All right. So all the demigods come off. This card gets discarded. Now it's gonna be, we're gonna tell people about demis over 10 renown, and we're not even close to that yet. We're probably gonna get there. Alrighty.
Is it in the same space?
I didn't even know that was possible.
No, we just.
Oh, we just
played
messed it
wrong.
up. Let's put it up here then.
Okay. So, why don't you?
Yep. So on each card, there is a red, basically quest, and that allows you to change the board state a little bit. So we have a bunch of these red ones up here, and every round we're going to put a new one out. Wherever the new one goes, we take the quest that was there and we put it where the old one was. Now, I set up the game wrong, and so the first quest was in the wrong spot, which is why we were a little confused there, but it has now been fixed. So, all right.
It's big of you to admit your mistakes.
Thank you. I am a short person, so I must not do it very often.
That was pretty bad.
Kirk, I have the best dad jokes in the office.
Aaron, when did you say that you'd be nicer to me? I don't
Or
remember
neither.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Will the board fit sleeved cards? We talked about that.
I believe it.
This one.
Yeah.
I don't think this board does.
I think the final board
I think
does.
the final board does. Dane, if you're watching, I was like,
Okay, so I got first player token. I'm up.
you're up.
What are we doing?
Not a lot.
This goes back. This gets reset.
It gets
So
reset.
this round,
Yep.
some point scoring opportunities. Ooh. Okay, so that's an NPC. I kind of like teal going up here,
Wow.
and I'm gonna take this. So the nice thing about these red ones is they're a little bit more swingy. So I just put teal on an opportunity to gain a bunch of points. And you put him
I put pink.
pink on there. Oh, I see. So the lower ones, you're like, we should send those high.
Send them to the moon.
Send them up. I like it.
Who
And
else
then
is? Yellow's really low. You could put yellow
let's
somewhere.
see. Oh wait, no, not black. That's me.
I
Blue.
was really hoping you were yellow or green.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the whole
Wouldn't that
point.
be nice?
That was the whole
Wouldn't
point.
it be nice? We're gonna go there. I'm gonna take this.
Yeah. Are you really going to blast these 6 points?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it.
Too bad you took the steel god power. So now there's. I mean, you could, if you really wanted to do something about it, you could by
Smiting.
smiting
Or switching.
or switching.
You could do it too.
I'm gonna go.
Are positive and negative points balanced? Yes and no, Aaron, because the red hexes come out into play, and they have like super negatives and super positives of 3. And so on the board at any given time, no, but generally, yes. Actually, I think there's more positives than there are negatives, aren't there? Just in general.
Yes.
It's easier to go positive than is negative. I lied.
Actually, I just made that up. I don't remember. We did.
No,
we
I think
did
it
make a
is
decision
because
on
there's
this.
two. There's 4 out there. 2 of them are 2 positive, and all of these are
yes.
are 1 negative.
Yeah, you're
It
right,
is
you're right,
easier to
you're
go
right.
positive than it is negative, intentionally. Okay. You set that to positive.
I said it's a positive.
Would that get? Who would that get at 10 or above? Are we doing 10 and above, or is it just over 10? That's been
That
cleaned up.
means it is over 10. It
So
is
only
11,
11
12,
up.
13, 14.
I think it's 10 and above now, but we'll play it this way.
Play it as it lies.
Play it as it lies. You can put black on 2. And do you have the scorpion? I have the scorpion, so you're not playing that. Well,
Do what you gonna do.
let's find out about red.
I like that.
Yep, let's find out.
I like that. Red to the moon. So
To
we're
the
gonna
moon.
we're gonna start out with a solid 3 points for teal and
Jeez.
pink. So that's 1, 2, 3.
This is insane. I'm
we go.
considering stopping you.
There we go. Consider it all you want,
I
man.
can't, though. If you had started with the feather like I thought you were going to do, I was going to put this here, and it would have stopped you from putting a red one there.
Good thing I am smart.
I just really don't want you to blast teal that high. Okay, we're going to do this. So yellow and black will get 2, 2. Oh, and then also pink goes down to here. Because black does this whole column, so it activated that one as well.
You're in my plan.
Has Scales of Fate been the name from the beginning? Was Duel ever in the name? No, it was not. Big surprise.
Yeah, no, we never had a Duel of Fate.
It would have been great because I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
More of a John Williams fan myself.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
But no, we did not consider Veiled Fate Duel as a name.
Going there. That gives teal and pink 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I was worried you were teal and pink.
Still might be.
I can't let that happen.
And then we got this one. It does activate as well, so that goes there.
Don't like this, Zach.
If you didn't like it, you would have done something about it. Teal.
You're the one that just gave up 6 points.
I know. I'm doing it so I can know for sure that you're teal.
I gotta get them farther away from each other. Oh, hold on.
Why are you trying to send pink down?
I messed up. I did mess up. That sucks.
I feel like you're not pink. Crossing pink off. Just with the way you've been behaving.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know you. I've been playing games with you for weeks.
Weeks. All right.
That's a no.
I'm up here.
Where'd you go?
Yellow's getting a point.
Yellow's getting a point.
Yep.
You just wanted a big old nothing burger
No.
of a turn.
No.
We already know yellow is neither of us. What a waste.
No.
What a waste of a move.
No.
There's so many things you could have done. You just didn't want to give me any information.
You're right.
Waste. Wasteful. All right, that's the end of the age because all of the spaces have been filled and all of the servants have been placed. And
Red goes up 2
because of that.
The Abyss.
Great, Austin. Oh, I guess you gotta ask me. So, do I have any demis over 10 renown? You know what, Austin?
Please say no. Please say no.
I do.
Oh, all right. Is it both of them?
I will neither confirm or deny because I am not compelled to
Yeah. So you
by
are
the
either
rules of the game.
pink, teal, or red. I am also a yes.
Knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Easy. Easy money.
Okay. So I
All
think
right.
you might be neither of the ones that I thought you were originally.
My question marks, just this is a note to self, my question marks on my said note taking are going to be the things that Austin might be. Okay, this is how I do notes. Don't follow it because it does not lead to success.
He puts letters on there too, which doesn't make any sense.
I stopped with the letters.
He just, at the end, he was like, I have a B. What does B mean?
Bad. Okay, so question mark next to Penta. He might be Penta, which is red. Question mark next to Isabel. Might be Isabel. Question mark next to Bellin.
You also put yes.
I put yes because
no.
That's a clear like yes and no. I know what yes and no means.
Okay. Can we talk about that Jacob said, Austin, don't forget about extra wooden meeples at demis as an add-on. You told me to remind you.
Oh, right.
I already forgot about that.
Well, we didn't bring it up in the meeting we just had. It's too late. We can't change it.
I'll send a note. Hold on, I gotta slack.
We already had a meeting. We can't have another meeting.
I will just tell people it's happening.
I don't have time for more meetings. I'm live streaming. I'd kill for a beer right now. Just putting that into the world. Okay. All right, we're resetting for the next age, yeah?
Yeah,
Final,
no, I was
the final
slacking.
age.
I was slacking.
I feel better about this game
Than any other game you've played ever?
than.
You shouldn't.
Oh, you're right. I shouldn't. That's the thing about this game. It lulls me into a sense of false confidence. I feel like I'm gonna win, and that makes the loss
All right, what is it gonna
even
be?
more
+3.
depressing.
Mercy. Okay, we got a little switch on the feathers in this corpse. That's there. Where's the final smite? All right, that's set up.
What did Austin work towards?
That's a good question. Not much. Remember, I just sent yellow up.
That is true. Time to send my other character down.
Or up.
Or up.
Or their first character down.
Okay.
Those are your options.
Demi's in the
Also
abyss.
it
is you're up. You're up first.
I'm glad the first smite was never
Give it a
used.
go.
All right, so we have to say whether we have Demis in the abyss at the end of this turn or round. All right. Ooh, which rainforest will the wooden minis come from? Salad Cat. I don't know where the wood comes from, but the company does. The government now knows.
Olympic National Park.
No, it's not, Zach. Our lawyers are calling
Austin,
again.
I keep telling him.
Not
you
true.
can't chop down trees here. There he goes. Up to the rainforest. Chops down the tree.
I am going there this summer, but that's not why.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Okay, I should probably play a game. Okay, scoring trackers, because you can't steal, are absolute importance right now.
Teal. Sending teal down, huh? A real teal move, if I ever saw one. I'm not teal.
I'm not teal.
And I'm not teal move.
Are you teal?
No. It says no right here. Oh, actually, it says yes. Okay. We're gonna... Let me see. All right, Ooh. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna use that?
Use what?
You know.
Depends how the rest of the board shakes out. Specifically my other color.
Okay.
Hi, Quinn.
Then we'll go. I have to figure out what I think your other one is. Really hope it's not too.
What's your favorite species of endangered tree? I don't know, but I was in Tofino in Vancouver Island a few years ago, and there's some really big trees that my brain is saying are redwoods, but they aren't redwoods. They're just really big. That's my favorite. I just don't remember what they're called. But they're giant.
You're up.
I think it's called the Cathedral Forest. I could be wrong about that. Purple.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love that. You took the feathers. I need to take a Hadria's Servant, but I don't have to do it this round. I could do it next round if I do something else.
A lot of smite potential here. Lotto smite.
Lotto
potential.
smite. Lotto smite, huh?
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna smite.
Smite it up.
Oh. Who do I think you are? You're not green or yellow. You are red, pink, or teal. And you have someone else that you're trying to get up there. And it's probably purple, but I can't smite that one.
Yeah, it's purple.
So I'm gonna guess that it's orange.
Okay.
Shadow of the Phalanx. Austin, not sure if you remember, but thanks for helping with my damaged FS card. You're very welcome. I'm glad that I helped. Passed me. Did something right for a change.
Ooh.
That sounded like I'm more sad than I am. I'm a happy person.
Ooh. We're gonna go here.
Ooh. Oh man, I should have gone here and taken both of those, but I guess you would have done.
And then we're gonna go here.
No. Oh no.
Going up. Orange is going up, baby.
You could be orange red, but you still wouldn't be on the right spot. But if you smite red and you're red teal, that would be 2 gap. But teal's here. Teal's gonna lose points. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that.
You're wrong
Let's
about
do-
everything you just said. Not a single bit of it was right. Okay, okay. Wow. What are you gonna do with that that this thing.
Something.
What are you gonna do with? What are you gonna do with? We'll get it on
Give me
camera
that.
here. That
Give me
thing. That thing. What are you gonna do with that? See, there's a huge play right here. This is just like if you went here, like
Well,
these
we gotta see
two
who's
just.
here. We gotta see who's here. I think this might be one of our higher scoring demi games. Like, there's gonna be a lot of people really high, especially because this was the other negative.
I mean, let's get Blue out there. That could be you. Let's get Blue out there. I like that. I like that.
Why? Why?
I like that.
Okay, force you to play yours first. Well, maybe.
Maybe. Yellow.
Big
Yellow is going
non-important.
up. We could switch something though,
We could switch.
but not now.
Oh, Shadow's the one with the custom MM box. Remember that really nice one? The big thing that has like all the factions inside of it. I shared it on the Discord. I shared it in Slack. It's really pretty.
Oh, that's cool. Ooh, okay. So as it stands, if none of us use God powers, which Austin feels a little God powery. He's got that.
probably doing
He's
it.
got that vibe, you know.
With them all being so high, like the plan is to get them on the same space, right?
Speak for yourself, man.
Like we're both gonna try to do that.
I'm not.
You're gonna score 3 points. Nice. It's your turn.
I know. I'm thinking. I'm just trying to think where I want things to be when this is all said and
This is
done.
wild.
I'm gonna
This
do
is a
this.
crazy game of
I'm gonna
this.
do this. 3. Sending them up. 1, 2,
Like
3.
that purple red. If you're purple red, I'm.
And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at those. Look at those little nice pairings there, huh? Could be either of them. Could be either of them.
The interesting thing is you can no longer make teal go down because he's not on white. You'd have to switch your smite, and you're not going to smite.
I'm not teal, so I'm not worried about it.
I think you are teal, which means you might be teal blue, and you're just hoping to shoot that gap. So do I try to get teal points? No, I try to get blue points.
I think you're too worried about teal, man.
But then what if you're red? Oh no. I don't want to do your work for you.
I mean, I don't mind. You do whatever you want. I got plenty of options out here. Plenty.
Okay. I've got some things I can do. Blue needs to go up. Make that gap a little smaller.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
If I do this and you... Yeah, that's the play. Don't love it anymore, do ya? Air punch, air punch, air punch, air punch. Because you were going to make red go up to and tie it with teal. Because you're red teal.
I'm going to do this and make black and... Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot that this also does this. Hold up. Whoa.
What were you talking about black? Black's not even close to that.
Talking about,
Oh.
man.
You want red to go down?
I'm doing
Oh
something.
my gosh, if all of them were
I'm
on that
doing
space, is that what you were
something.
doing?
That's what I was doing.
Taco Party. I'm in for a Taco Party. Most
right.
anticipated game by my favorite board game devs. Oh, thanks, Shadow.
We're going to do... Yeah.
Jacob, there are 4 different red tiles.
Austin, taking this.
No.
Taking this.
You're switching red and yellow?
I'm switching...
Red and blue?
Wait, what do you have left? Do you have a single?
No.
You have a single? You do. I'm switching these two. Boom. Boom. Easy.
You are blue.
Easy.
You're doing the gap on blue.
Easy. Money.
All right, well, this will give me some information. Oh, and it also screw you up. Oh, would it though?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna smite somebody.
You are so far off the scent, you don't even know what you're smelling.
That was a good one. Oh, crud. I'm so mad that this just happened.
What did you do?
Smited purple.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
If you're purple blue, I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay. So there's no more demis. So that's going to end blank.
That's gonna end blank. Yeah.
So purple right now is going to go bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. And you are done? Or you have one more? Ooh.
You got one more.
I do have one more.
Chris,
But-
if you like Failed Fate and you ever play games 2-player, Scales will be a hit, I think.
All right, what
Shadow, it's at the warehouse. It's coming very, very soon.
What options do I have afforded to me?
All demis on 12. Make it happen. That's what Kirk is, or not Kirk.
All right, yeah, yeah.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
These are going to go
And blue.
here, and blue loses a point. All right?
All right. Oh no. No.
Look at that.
I was
Look at
gonna
that
do.
grouping.
I was gonna do this, but that would make red and purple end on the same spot, and I'm not 100% sure you're not red purple, so I don't want to do that. But I really want blue to get more points. Oh no. If I make teal go down, it'll then be at yellow's or orange's spot. That would also be terrible for me.
It would
So purple's out.
put you in quite the conundrum.
So it's like, is teal with those colors for a reason, or is teal with orange for a reason? I'm just gonna. That's the better ratio of screwing with you. Is teal going to here? All right. It's time to score.
Yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. All right, so.
Do you have a demi in the abyss sack? I have to answer first. The
Oh,
answer
wait,
is.
hold on, we got. Do we
score it. We
this
score it.
first? So
Yeah.
we got
Orange goes to teal.
1, 2.
Red goes 1. No, not red. Purple. 1, 2, and yellow also goes 1, 2. That was a very high end of the track game.
Yeah, I think you might have got me, but we'll see.
That's because you're teal.
We'll see.
You were so confident until that moment. I was scared I was giving you teal orange, but I don't think so. Okay,
All right.
I am not purple, yellow, orange.
So you are not purple. You are not yellow.
Which are you?
And you are not orange. I am.
Oh no! If you're orange teal, I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, you're not yellow.
So here's what I've got, folks. So I know that Austin is not purple. I know he's not orange. I know he's not green. I know he's not yellow. I know he might be. He is definitely at least penta, or like red, teal, or pink. So we got red and pink on the same thing, and that feels good.
4 to 13 would be 9 points. No, 6. 7 points. Okay, I think I just have to guess the only one that could make me lose. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Sure.
I
Wait, hold on. I haven't locked in my guess. So that will
I
change. Don't do your guess. I am
am
not
not
locked
gonna
in.
guess yet.
I'm not locked in
I'm
yet.
not gonna guess.
I'm not locked in yet. Okay. What did you do on your last turn? Your last turn, you sent teal down.
I sent teal down 1.
And you are not orange. So it was not a play to get those on the same ones.
Twas not.
And you could have pretty much done anything you wanted. So that means I am going to guess. All right, I got my guess, folks.
Big moment.
Big moment.
All right, chat. Who's winning this? You have no idea who we are. Well, maybe you do. I don't even know.
How confident do you feel in your guess of who I am right now?
Super low. I think I'm pretty sure purple is one of your colors, but I am not guessing purple.
Why would you do that?
Because
Oh,
I
okay,
think
see,
that
see.
the way that you could beat me is if you're teal orange and I don't guess it. So I'm guessing teal orange. I don't think you're teal orange. I actually think you might be purple red. But I'm guessing teal orange.
I am not either.
Any of those colors.
I am not either of those colors.
Show me.
Well,
You can
I'll
you
guess
all right,
yours.
all right. So did I get 0 right?
You got 0 right.
Oh, that's a -1 for me. That's bad. That's bad news bears.
Are you
You don't know.
red and pink?
No.
Are
Well,
you-
one.
One of them was right? Okay. I didn't lose points.
Yeah.
So you were right
Purple is one of your colors.
in that purple is one of my colors.
Is it purple blue?
I wish.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be great. What's one of yours? Which one did I get right?
You got this one right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's, oh no, you're black, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I also like that you wrote no here. That's always good. But you did guess it.
I am also.
Oh, I was lucky that I got purple off of there.
You were.
I was lucky I got purple off of there. And you were right, I was black.
Yeah, those were my two, like, obviously they ended
You
on the
tried to
same
put them all
ones.
together, and I was like, I just got to get these off of the same spot.
I know, and you guessed
Get
the
them
right one.
off.
My thought was like, I'll get 5 on the same one,
Yeah.
and then hopefully you'll guess wrong of
Red.
which one you're gonna put off of it. And then once you sent purple
down
to the
here.
abyss, I had no way to get
No
them back
control.
on the same one, and so I took a risk. I stand by it.
Yeah.
I stand by the play, but it didn't work out. So final score, I was on 13 and 11. So that's a 1 point for me.
2 minus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 point. I am on 2 on 11, so that's 11. I go down 2 for 9, and I didn't guess, so I'm at 8. So it's 8-1. You were really close that time. At least you can feel good about that. It was much closer.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, I feel like in this game, like the school, like, well, if you're shooting the
If
land
you're
on the
shooting
same
the moon,
space,
it's hard.
but it's like obviously the upside is there. If you're shooting the land on the same space, you will often have scores that seem like a blowout, but it's just
Right.
like one move difference. I would have won.
Also, I got lucky that we were both pink because you were trying to put pink with as many different colors as possible so that you could score it, that you almost didn't care if black was on the same spot.
Yeah.
If you weren't pink, I don't think you would have let those people together.
Yeah, no, I figured I was also doing it with you, but I thought, I
have
like,
2 negatives.
You have 2 negatives. I would get,
Yeah, get 1 guess correct. Yeah.
and it just didn't work out. But
Why is Lily saying, oof, Austin, I won?
yeah, I voted Austin because he's a winner.
You were not in our gameplay of Realm of Reckoning the other day.
I
Oh,
will
knew,
remember that salad.
I said
cat.
I knew it was the wrong guesses. Had Zek been teal and orange, he would have been at 10, I would have been at 11. I have 2 negatives, don't forget. That's who I needed to guess to make sure he couldn't win. Because if he was that, I would go up 3 points. I did the strategic thing guessing incorrectly. When I literally was saying, I actually think you're purple and X color. I thought it was blue, but he didn't play quite as good as that. But that was a dig. Sorry about that.
I stopped listening.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Oh man, that felt nice.
Man, this is twice in. I lost a game to Max. I think by the score was
11.
No. The score I think was 5 to -17. So that was yesterday, and today I
1
lost
to
this.
9,
And both
8.
games, I'm like, let's run it back.
It's right back.
Let's run it back.
It's only 4:24. We could run it back.
We missed it by 2 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh yeah. 5 minutes.
Aaron says I'm holding back so much shade right now. Do it.
No, you're not. I know it's in your heart. The shade is in your heart, and I feel it. Okay, you think you're holding it back, but I feel it.
I want to know. Max slacked me how many you were losing by. Final score.
It was bad.
9
Crushed
to
me.
-17.
-17.
nine.
You love a game that you can go negative 17. You love it.
That's pretty great. Oh, hey, I won the poll.
I will say though, unlike some people, I didn't make a bunch of suggestions on how to change the rules of the game that would have made me lose by less points. I don't know anyone who would do that.
I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about someone we playtest with?
Yeah.
That would play a game they were losing and then be like,
And then
this needs to change. And if it did, just by happenstance, I would be winning right now.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that.
I
needs
don't.
that
I can't think of a
subscription.
single person named
Description,
Austin that
yes.
would ever do that.
Never.
No. If you like two-player games, definitely try Pagan Fate of Roanoke. It's asymmetrical. One player plays a witch and one plays a witch hunter.
Oh, that
The
sounds
witch
fun.
has a hidden identity similar to VF. So good. How does the witch have a hidden identity if you're not the witch? Don't you know the other person's the witch? I guess we'll have to play it.
Sounds like there's a game idea I had a while ago where you didn't know that like someone is the witch but they don't know,
Oh yeah.
and they find out as you play.
And they're
I
like
still want to make that.
trying to figure it out as fast as possible so they can start winning.
Yeah, because they got to expel the witch from their body. I want to work on that. I want to make that.
That'd be fun.
You have any questions for us? We're probably gonna wrap this up. I got more work to do.
Yeah, we got stuff to do. There's a Kickstarter in 11 days.
There is indeed.
We need to do that.
I will win this game. Okay.
One time.
I will win it, and I will not leave the launch day live stream until I've won a game.
We're gonna
Okay,
let
I'll
you pity
play-
win one.
I'll play against myself. All right. You heard it here. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving until I win.
You should do that. The problem is Lily's probably going to play a lot that game or that day, which means we're all going to lose.
Yeah, she's good at this game. Aaron is in the chat. Very mean, but is a good teacher of Realm of Reckoning. And if your name isn't Zach, he'll be nice to you. So go and learn to play Realm of Reckoning. It's a good time.
So good. So good.
Earlier question.
Did I miss an earlier question?
No. When does the pledge guest start? Are we doing a pledge guest?
Yeah, Lily and mods will announce it soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the pledge guesses.
Well, they're wild.
Because someone will guess $3 million.
Yeah.
Okay, and
this campaign
that is
not
double.
happening.
No, that's not true. I think Titan did 1.8, so it's
1.5.
not quite double. It's not going to do $3 million, but someone's going to guess it, and also someone's going to guess like $100,000.
Both are wild to me.
Rude.
Yeah.
Where's the faith? Okay. Do I take it personally?
Yes.
Yes.
We do.
Salad cat.
It's not Salad Cat. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Appreciate you. Ivy Murder Mystery Game, please. Yeah, that'd be fun. Gotta get back to work. See you guys. See you. Bye, Shadow. Love your production quality and design with your games. Thanks, Listic. Salad Cat, I'm sorry. Scales of Faith.
Scales of Faith. Oh.
That's a very different game.
That sounds cool.
Is it like lizard cult? They have scales.
Okay, Ivy Murder Mystery Game. Okay,
That's
here's the pitch.
All right.
Okay.
Is it one of us dying?
Yes, you are murdered. Okay. But like we don't tell anyone that it's not real. Okay. So we don't. It's like it's an ARG situation. Okay.
We announce
And
we have a PR statement
we
that
have PR
Lily's been murdered.
No, you are murdered.
Oh, okay, me. That's
Austin
better.
has been murdered. Okay.
I'm gonna actually get
It's-
murdered, and you guys are gonna release a PR statement. They're gonna be like, "It's an ARG."
Yeah, it's and like the police will be involved. They'll be they're playing the game as well.
Playing
We'll get
the game.
We'll get HBO in on the game. They're gonna make the true crime documentary. Okay, and I will be set up as the natural villain. Okay.
but not. You wouldn't actually murder.
No. I mean, it's an obvious mislead, right? And
Plan to throw a mannequin off the roof and everything. Salad Cat's saying.
which is nice because everyone will be rooting for me.
Yep.
In the HBO documentary because they're like, obviously he didn't kill Austin. Clearly it was Lily, and she'll be the eventual
But how is
real life
Sam
villain.
not a suspect?
Maybe he's the accomplice.
Dane is the one everyone loves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
He's got a
think
fan club.
this is a great idea.
I don't want to be fake murdered or real murdered. Oh my gosh, did you see what Aaron said? Aaron, stop watching. Turn off the stream, Aaron.
That's pretty good.
They make child mannequins, Aaron. Oh, why?
Yeah, if I can't murder everyone in the office,
Then you wouldn't be able to win
because
scales.
I wouldn't have anyone to beat at Scales of Fate.
Yeah, you could bring one of your children, and I bet you'd have a good shot.
Yeah, they're getting.
Can we do that on launch day? Zach plays one of his children in Scales of Fate. Also, I need to train your children how to
Okay.
play this game so that they crush you.
That would be pretty funny.
Let's do that.
Izzy could beat me. So could Sai when he's older.
Yeah.
This is a little.
Well, yeah.
He's 4.
Bauer,
That would be pretty embarrassing.
Bauer's getting close to being able to play this game probably. I'd have to teach him. He's 6. That's a little young, but close.
Yeah, Izzy and Zai. Hope you're watching. Because every day they're like, when are you live streaming again? They're gonna be so mad at me that I didn't tell them.
Just tell him tomorrow and then play this. And then when you're in the background, just don't make it obvious.
He's like, I'm gonna go to the office.
Nope. And then replay this.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
We will see you next time where on the next episode of Zach Loses Scales of Fate. Thanks for watching.
Maybe I should play Lily so people don't know what's going to happen from the second they start watching.
That's a good idea.
Uh,
And then Aaron and Salad Cat can make fun of you for a change.
Aaron just made fun of me.
Oh, that's true.
See ya.